Good evening, Rabotai. We have a special mitzvah this coming Shabbat, Parshat Zachor. Zachor Tasher Asa Lecha Amalek. We have a mitzvah to remember what Amalek did to us, right? We were left inside. And we have a mitzvah to erase his name, to get rid of Amalek from the world. And then the Shekhinah and the Kisei HaKavod will be complete, B'ezrat Hashem. But many of the poskim Rishonim, including Shulchan Aruch, says it's a mitzvah from the Torah to hear Parshat Amalek in the Maftir this Shabbat, coming Shabbat morning. And this mitzvah is a Torah mitzvah. A person should have kavanah to fulfill the mitzvah of the Torah. So therefore, the person who reads should read the words carefully. If a person goes to Ashkenazi shul, usually he should try to go to Sephardic shul to hear it from a Sephardic Sefer Torah and to hear it according to the pronunciation of the Sephardim. And also, a person has to have a kavanah, should have intention that the reader should fulfill his obligation, and the reader should have in mind to fulfill everybody else's obligation. There's a discussion in the poskim if a woman is obligated in this mitzvah. Some say this mitzvah, it doesn't have a set time. It's a minhag that we do it right before Purim. Because Purim is about Haman Amaleki, he's Amalek. And therefore we have a mitzvah, we want to do this mitzvah close to Purim, which also talks about Amalek. So therefore we do it this time. If a person missed Parshat Zachor, you can make it up. You can make it up later in the year. A person can make it up in Elul, and Parshat Kiteseh, where it talks about Amalek. You can have in mind to hear the Parshat Amalek over there and fulfill the mitzvah. This mitzvah applies once a year. And once a year, why? The Chachamim say, when does a person forget somebody? 12 months, Hashem made it that a person forgets his parents. When a person's parent passes away, after 1 year, already the feeling and the pain goes away, dissipates. So therefore, once a year at least, we have to remember Amalek so we don't forget about him. So therefore, it doesn't have to be by Purim. So therefore, since it's not a time-bound mitzvah, so a woman should be obligated. On the other hand, what's the mitzvah? The mitzvah is to destroy Amalek, to go to war against them. Ladies don't go to war, they don't fight in the army. They're not supposed to. So therefore, there's a debate of women are obligated. Halacha, from the letter of the law, women are not obligated. But it's very preferable they should go and hear Parshat Amalek. If they cannot come in the morning, so therefore we're going to have, B'ezrat Hashem, Shabbat afternoon, right before Mincha. We're going to have 10 minutes before Mincha. We're going to have a Zachor reading for ladies. That way, if they cannot come in the morning, they can at least come in the afternoon. A lady who cannot come in the afternoon, she should at least, or a person who cannot hear the Sefer Torah reading of Zachor, at least he should read it from a Chumash. At least he should open a Chumash and read Parshat Zachor in Chumash. But it's a very important mitzvah. A person should try to fulfill this mitzvah, come to shul to hear Parshat Zachor. There's a nice story I read. There was a businessman who went away, a Jew. He was in a different country and he got very sick. All of a sudden he was about to die. So they told him, write your will. You were going to die soon. So he goes and he writes his will. He was very wealthy and he had one of his workers, one of his servants with him. He wrote in his will, all my money goes to my servant, and my servant can give to his son, to my son, what the servant wants. He can give what the servant wants, he can give it to my son. So they go back to his home country. The servant shows the bedin, shows the family, you see, he gave me everything, I'm the servant, I have all the money. So the son got very upset. What do you mean? I'm the son, I deserve all the money, what are you talking about? So they had to make mahloket, so they go to bedin. So he says to the servant, he says, listen, the rabbi says to the servant, listen, what do you want to do with all this money? He says, I'm going to take all the millions of dollars for myself, and I'll give this boy $10,000. I'll give him something. He says, yeah, that's what you want to give him? He says, yes. He says, okay, good. So give him all the millions of dollars, and you're going to keep 10,000. He said, how do you do that? The will doesn't say that. He says, yes, that's what the will says. He says, in the will, what does it say? It says, everything goes to my servant, and whatever my servant wants, that's what he should give to my son. So what do you want? You want the millions of dollars, so that's what you have to give to my son. And therefore, whatever you want to give, that's what you keep for yourself. So you see how great our Chachamim, how we have to understand when you learn Torah, and the way you give to others is the way they will give to you. Baruch